Hey everybody, it's Max with Crypto Talk Now, and here is the latest developing update in regards to Shiba Inu and Burns. I realize that, anything in relation to Burns is a hot topic right now, but let's take a look at what's going on with Shiba Inu, and not just Shiba Inu, actually what's going on with Burns, with Bone as well. So for instance, right here, when we take a look at this, it mentions that 1.4 billion SHIB tokens were burned in the last 7 days, but of course, Shiba Inu price is down 30% in a week. And in regards to that, it's actually way down more than that at the moment of actually making this video. Um, I myself, I just want to point out, I got into Shiba Inu at about 0.50799. Currently speaking, Shiba Inu is at 508042, and this is just slightly above, of course, what I got it at. I was able to take my 8K investment and turn it to 88K. And at the end of the day, of all the cryptos that I've been invested in, Shiba Inu has been the very best one I ever got into as far as uh, risk, or not risk to reward, but my rate of return, I should state. So before we get into some of this in regards to what's listed on CMC and so on, I want to go ahead and point this out. So for instance, I myself have a little over 1 point, I want to say about 1 billion 13 million SHIB tokens. I of course have been staking uh, month after month since basically late May of 2021 until present. And then, the longest I've ever staked on the crypto.com app was for 1 full month. I always just thought that, staking for 3 months, um, I was taking too much of a chance if, there happened to be like a bull run, and I just didn't want to have my tokens, of course, locked up in there and not be able to, take advantage of what could have been potential all-time highs. Now, granted, in this market, if I would have took that chance, obviously that would have paid off because of how bad things are and so on. But nonetheless, when I see the statement of 1.04 billion SHIB tokens, it makes me just basically think, that's not actually that big of a deal. I realize from a person looking from the outside in, it appears it's a big deal because you see the word billion being thrown around, but you got to keep in mind, for instance, right here, you have a circulating supply of 549 um, billion tokens, and in reality, yeah, 1 billion does seem like it's quite a bit, and in reality it is, but we need significant more burns to really put a dent into this. So anyway, back to what I was mentioning before in regards to this article. Um, it goes on to mention, despite the current situation in the market, the Shiba Inu community seems unmoved as they continue to burn the leading dog-themed cryptocurrency numbers. Kind of like what I was basically stating. As reported by Shibburn, the platform that tracks, of course, all transactions of Shiba Inu to the dead wallets, over 131.34 million SHIB tokens have been burned in the last 24 hours. Which, if we kept this up, of course, that could be really significant, especially like if they kept that up, for like 3 months straight, for instance. I'd imagine that this right here on the circulating supply would, we would start to see a real dent in it. Also goes to mention that, yeah, like, they were destroyed within the last 7 days. According to the tweet that was posted by Shibburn, we already mentioned that, but, you know, let's see right here. That was a total of 101 transactions. So, I mean, if they were to able to do like, you know, 1,000 transactions within the next 3 months, I think that could be exciting news. And also, if you combine that with what? Some of these other catalysts that are going to be coming out to, possibly have an upward trend or upside potential in regards to, the release of Shibarium. Hopefully that happens by the end of summer. Of course, nobody knows for sure. We've had some predictions. Of course, um, if you happen to see one of the latest videos on Crypto Talk Now, we do talk about Shibarium blockchain, the hint of it being released soon. So there's factors that could come into play if we could see bullish momentum happen and get out of this darn crypto winter. But nonetheless, um, like it says right here, it's reported that 1 cent, one of the tokens dedicated to burning SHIB, has destroyed 1,055 Shiba Swap Bone tokens. Now you may think, what's the significance of Bone? Like only 1,055 Bone was burned. Like, why even talk about it? Here's what's significant in regards to that. So, for instance, we've been covering Bone. Here a little bit lately in regards to our network, Crypto Talk Now. But one thing that is also significant is when you look at the circulating supply of bone, for instance, you will see that it's only 6,975,299. And that spells what to me? That spells scarcity. And I like that for the same reason why I was interested in Doge Killer. So again, if you haven't seen some of our other videos, you know, um, a few takeaways that you can leave with this is this. Again, like I mentioned, Doge Killer, you gotta look at it's kind of like the Bitcoin for the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Um, and for me personally, I mean, just like a lot of people, we're losing our what on this, but I also recognize this is absolute buying opportunity. So I mean, I got into Doge Killer, and you might be scratching your head when you hear this. You're like, oh man, you got destroyed. Yeah, but I'm not really too worried about it. In the long term, in the short term, yeah, of course I'm worried about. But I got it for about roughly a little over 2,000. So I mean, yeah, I'm just completely destroyed on it. But let's face it, almost everybody is destroyed right now in crypto, unless you're like a brand new investor. So if anything, when I look at again Bone, I see this circulating supply of 6,975,299, and like I mentioned before, that spells scarcity to me. I like that. You want to see that, and of course, just like for instance with Bone, it only has 107,647. But again, of course, unlike Bone, it's just a lot more expensive and so on. But keep in mind, I mean, when you look at some of these all-time highs, this was, let's see. Yeah, it was about 8,000. If I'm not mistaken, it was 8,000. Well, that was for the 1 year. I ain't going to show that. But yeah, it was about roughly 8,000 on leash. And in regards to bone, um, that isn't accurate right there on the 4167. That was from a CMC glitch. I believe it was like a little over $3. Let me double check. Yep, about 333. So again, um, to see the statement where it states that they burned 1,055 bone on Shiba Swap. We want to continue to see this because it's going to create more scarcity for bone. And you also have to keep in mind, moving forward when it comes to, Shibarium being released or the Shiba Inu metaverse, unofficially called Shibers, you're going to need some bone to do what? Use it for gas fees and so on. Again, kind of like other ERC20 tokens, you need to have Ethereum to pay for those gas fees. Again, same thing with Shiba Inu's ecosystem. You're going to need Bone, which you need to look upon as being what? You know, um, the Ethereum, if you will, for the Shiba Inu ecosystem. So I just thought I'd point out some of these things that's going on in regards to the burns. And moving forward, let's at least keep a close eye on, um, you know, what is going on with more of these transactions. Hopefully, we won't just be, like for instance, in a few days, oh, it went from 101 transactions to 110. We need to see this get up to like literally, at least I would say 300. I would say within the next 90 days. That would be significant, especially if they're going to be doing it at this rate of a little over $1 billion. So that is the latest in regards to what's going on with the Shiba Inu ecosystem in regards to burns. I know I just highlighted basically Shiba Inu and Bone at the same time. I don't really see any burns happening, of course, with Doge Killer, aka Leash. But nonetheless, if that should happen, we'd be more than glad to bring you guys the latest developing updates on that. With that said, everybody, My name is Maximus. On behalf of Crypto Talk Now, um, check us out if you haven't done so already. The Max and Larry Show, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday, and also on the weekends, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. We have a great community and a great show, and we're growing continuously. So with that said, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so. Thanks for watching today's video in regards to the Shiba Inu ecosystem with Burns. May y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one.